Okay, we're getting ready to make sourdough pizza dough. And we're going to start out, we're going to weigh it, but I'm going to tell you what it will be in cups as well. So we're going to start out with 4 cups or 600 grams of flour. And we're using bread flour. So set the scale up. We got it in grams. Just dip it out. If you got a set of scales, great. If you don't worry about it. It'll work by cup. A little bit more. We can get 600 in here. I think we can. Here we go. And we're 604. That's good. All right, we're gonna dump that in. I tell you, sometimes it's better to put the water in first, but this is okay. We'll do it this way. And you want your water to be purified water or filtered water, but at room temperature. And then for your water, you're going to use 1.5 cups or 354 grams. So just don't want to use chlorinated water. And you want it at room temperature. We're at 360. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so we're going to add our water. And now next, we're going to get our starter. And we're going to use 1/2 cup of starter, or we're going to use 113 grams. I think what I'm going to do, just to save time here, I'm just going to dip out 1/2 cup. And this starter, as you can see, is very active. That's what you want. It's been fed. We fed it last night. So it's a very active starter. Stick that in there. I like to get it all out of there. I'm using my fingers. My hands are clean. I haven't pet the cat lately. Oh, wait a minute. We don't have a cat. So that can't happen. Here we go. And everybody's like freaks out when they see you put your hands in things, but Grandma did it. She's still, well, she's not alive now, but she lived a pretty long life. So don't freak out. All right. So our next thing here is rinse my hand off. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of sea salt. And that's 1, 2, 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Okay. Well, that's all your ingredients. We got a KitchenAid. You really want a KitchenAid for this, or use your dough hook. I'm going to set this down, mark her in. Now, I'm going to start out a little slow here. And we're going to let this run. It could take up to 10 minutes. You don't want to take off real quick and then have flour all over the place. It's nice to have a wooden spoon. So if it tries to walk out of the bowl, you can shove it back down in there. As it starts coming together, you can increase it a little bit. And we're going to let it go a little bit here. Speed her up. So we're just going to mix it for a minute, and we want to do a 10-minute video here to just watch it mix. So we'll come back and then we'll show you where we need to be as far as to test the dough. We're going to go for a window pan test. All right, be right back. Okay, we've been about close to 5 minutes, so I'm just going to show you here what we're going to raise it up. And as you can see, the dough is starting to smooth out, but it's not ready. I can tell by just looking at it. But you're going to pull it up and you're going to pull it and see it's not come together. And you're going to notice a big difference here in a minute. So we're going to go back down, lock it in again, and I'm running it a little about medium. So we're going to let it go. Not too fast. About medium speed. We're going to get it to, we're going to do the window pane test. Now it's walking a little bit. That's all right. Hold on to it. This is going to make four 12-inch pieces, depending on how thick you want it to be. So it could take 10 minutes, depending on temperature and whatever. But now you can notice that it's starting to smooth out. You can see that the dough's changing. See? A little more stretch here. We're not quite there. Getting close. We're going to go a little longer. Another minute or so. A few minutes. Alright, so now you can really see the dough smoothed out quite a bit now. And we're going to grab it and pull it. See how you can see through it? That's your window pane. That's what you want right there. Alright, so now we're ready. So we're going to pull that dough off. You see how it comes off really nice. Boom. Beautiful. Now we're going to take the dough off. Alright, and we're going to slide this back to the side. We need a little bowl. We had a little crock here. This bowl there's fine. We'll take this bowl right here. It'll be okay. We're going to take that dough, and they come right out of there. Let's see that it all pull out. Put your hand in there. Get her out of there. It basically walks out of the bowl. Don't want to waste any that precious dough. All right. Take that. Put it in the bowl. And now, all right, well, I don't know, this bowl's probably a little small. I probably picked too small of a bowl. So I'm going to take it out of this bowl. When it rises, it's going to, I don't want it flopping out of the bowl. All right, yeah, I feel a little better about that. All right, I'll take our saran wrap. I'm going to cover this up. Yeah, like so. And then we're going to just let that set. You know, this evening, you know, I believe it's set 6 to 8 hours. And we'll go from there. And we'll show you how to cut her into pizza. That's it. Okay, here's our sourdough pizza dough that we made early this morning. As you can see, it has fermented and it's doubled easily in size. We're gonna get her off of there. All right, so we're gonna take it, divide it up. There's a little flour, I don't get a whole lot. And we're gonna dump it out of the bowl. Don't have nothing really to scrape it out. So that's good enough. We're good. So now we're going to divide this into 4 pieces, and we'll try to be as equal as we can. I'm going to take this and pull off a little piece of parchment paper. We're going to set it on this tray so we'll have it as we make our pieces. We want to keep it covered. Oh, wrong thing. I need saran wrap. But we'll need this anyway. Get some saran wrap. A little flour on here. Just keep it from sticking. Dough up. So we're ready for that. Set it off to the side. This dough. I'm not sure that's big enough. Tearing very good there. Move this off to the side. Unfortunately, we don't have a rolling pin, so we're going to improvise here a little bit. So we're going to start spreading our dough out. And we got a water bottle to use for a rolling pin with a little flour on it. And this dough does spread pretty good. So you'll make it as big as you want to, depending on how thick you want to make your pizza. A little more flour. See, it rolls out pretty good. I don't put a lot of flour on the parchment paper because once you put this in the oven, I'm going to put it in the oven with the parchment paper, and then we'll take it off the parchment paper out from underneath it once it bakes for a few minutes. Then I take my fingers and I work the dough out like so from the middle. There again, you can make it as thin or thick as you want it. All right. Well, I'd say that's our first dough. It's pretty well ready right there. We're getting ready to make our first pizza. You make your pizza the way you want your pizza. You know, put anything you want. You can make pizza and use a shoe sole. I don't care. It's whatever you like. I always put my sauce on first. The ingredients is up to you. All right. Now we're going to put some mozzarella. All right, rinse my hands a little bit. Some pepperoni. And we're preheating the oven with a pizza stone at 500 degrees. And most ovens, that's the max. So you'll have to test your oven, but it's gonna take 10 to 13 minutes to bake this pizza. And there again, that depends on your oven. And we have some bruschetta. We're gonna put on. I'm gonna put some feta. Some Italian seasonings. Olive oil. And now we're ready to bake. So we don't have a pizza pillow. I'm at my daughter's house. She plans on getting one, so we're going to do this a little different. We have to move this to the oven, so we're going to use this cutting board to get it to the oven. And now another thing I like to do, makes things a little easier, is I'm going to take and cut this parchment paper back a little bit. I want to leave a little bit on it. It's going to give me a little bit of a tab. So we're going to remove that parchment paper after it bakes a minute. All right, here we go. We're going to the oven. There you go. You see that? So here it is. 13 minutes later. Look at the bottom. Oh, it's crusty. I can tell that. Oh yeah. I had to leave it on the parchment paper because we didn't have a peel to get it out of it. That's all right. So right off. Now one thing she does have, a pizza cutter. Awesome. You can tell it's crunchy. And it's hot. All right, there we go. Not quite cut. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Look how it stands up. That's what you want. All righty then. There you go. All right, here we go. This is my pizza. If I'm not talking much, that's because my mouth is watering. Some black olives. peppers, sweet peppers. Mushrooms. Italian bacon. A little more mozzarella. Feta. Actually, I'll put that in my hand. I can spread it better. Now, I'm not going to do the ricotta. We're going to put some spinach. I like spinach. Italian seasoning. Well, and we're going to trim it. Trim that paper a little bit. Okay, here's my pizza. Needs to be cut, and you can see it's hot. All right, we'll see how tasty this is.